Yo, welcome back to New Entrant Wrestling. I'm your host Ian, and that's my co-host Ever. What it do, baby?
Hey, Ian, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. Ever, Backlash was a fantastic show. It was banger after banger after banger. What's your thoughts of the show?
I thought the show was great. I love the crowd. It was a shorter card, but I did like overall like every match. Obviously, like some matches had some weak spots in them, but
Mm-hmm.
overall, I think with the atmosphere, the crowd, and just the way the flow of the matches, I thought it was a really great show. Hopefully, they keep it going to the next pay per view and the pay per view after, at PLE after that.
Yeah, the PLE. We have a lot of PLEs to look forward in the near future. We got King and Queens. We got Money in the Bank. We got what else am I throwing?
Bash in Berlin,
Bash in Berlin. We got SummerSlam, but
SummerSlam,
that's gonna
yeah.
be in Cleveland. Um, I feel like Clash of the Castle. That was
Clash
the
at the
other one.
Castle, yeah,
That's in June. Money in the
yeah.
Bank is in July. I keep thinking it's in June.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think they
Yeah,
always flip them.
yeah. Was it? I feel like it. No, Money in the Bank was always in July. I
Yeah,
think it's
cause
because they
yeah,
keep promoting Money in the
yeah,
Bank, and I keep forgetting about Clash in the Castle.
yeah.
Um, so and also NXT Battleground is another thing to
Yeah.
look forward. So, but yeah, but today we got another guest, uh, podcasters, also TikTokers. Is that how you
TikTokers, YouTuber, yeah, TikTokers,
YouTube?
yes,
Yeah, I don't
TikTok.
think they have YouTube yet,
Not yet.
but Bad Wrestling, Brandon and Damien.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have them on the show later on. We're gonna talk about we're gonna let's talk wrestling. Who knows what the conversations gonna go? It may go one way, it's gonna go another way because these guys have a lot of energy. So please bear with us. They got way. I know you're kind of used to the slow pace between me and Ever. Because me and Ever we like to bump and grind. You feel me?
Well, not
Uh,
like that.
uh. But these guys, they're more of the yeah, get money. They like to party. I don't know. I'm everywhere today. What's up, Ever? I miss you, man. You left me
Yeah,
hanging with Jose last episode.
sorry.
Yeah, damn, rude as hell.
Life stuff, man.
Life, man. I know it's your turn with life now. Now, next year is gonna be my turn.
Just like you said, life is good.
It's
We
good,
just get backlash.
dude.
Backlash was good.
Backlash was a fantastic show. It was a fantastic night. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes, fire.
Hmm.
The triple threat match, fire. Tag team match, a little sloppy, but it was still fire. It was warm. It was warm. You could still you could still heat up a marshmallow. And then the street fight tag team match, fire. What
Yeah,
else happened? Oh, Jey Uso and Damian Priest, fire. You know, but
the
the
crowd
crowd,
alone was already on fire. The crowd
uh,
alone, the atmosphere. And then SmackDown was good too. Besides, the only thing that sucked was like the Final Testament. They gave him no reaction at all. I'm
I
like,
know.
oh, that sucks,
LA
man.
Knight, LA Knight, when he just walked out. He was even surprised. He was like,
Wow.
damn, like this crowd was loud. It reminded me of the time, like, sometimes you forget how loud the crowd can be.
Yeah.
And then us US crowd, we suck. Well, not us Chicago, because we're from
Yeah,
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah.
We're always on fire when we out
Chicago
there.
land. We're not from
Chicagoland.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, Illinois, Illinois,
Yeah.
Illinois. Us Illinois, we always know how to, be a hot crowd and all that. Because when they came to SmackDown, Survivor Series weekend, you know how that was the around that time. That was the time where people were saying, "Oh, people are not really booing Dominic."
Yeah.
They're putting the sound for that.
Yeah.
That Friday, and even Survivor Series, bro, you couldn't hear nothing when Dominic came out.
No.
Nothing. It was just like, oh, this is real. That's when we found
That's
out
real
that
heat.
that is real heat. This is real booze for Dominic, that you can't even hear his meat. You can't hear his theme song.
Every
There's
time he
no
spoke,
yeah.
every time he said something, like they booed him out of the
Yeah.
building.
All that is true. Like you can't hear anything. And that's how that crowd was for Backlash. That was like they sang Randy Orton's theme song.
the camera shook there, so that's actually probably even stronger than Chicago.
Yeah,
Because when
that's
CM
a
Punk came out, remember when CM Punk came out at Survivor Series?
yes.
I was like, oh, because we were there. We were there, but not together. You were like in a
Right, I
different
was in the
section.
other.
I like, oh, recorded. I was like freaking out.
Dude, that was just a great moment. But like how we reacted when CM Punk showed up,
Yeah,
that's how the crowd was
was.
for 3 hours. 3 freaking hours. That crowd
Yeah,
was hot, man. God damn, that topped last year's Backlash. That
yeah,
topped this year's WrestleMania.
yeah. Your
You know?
Philly crowd, man. You and the
Yeah.
Philly crowd didn't do it loud enough.
Well, that's because there was no
I
roof.
know,
There was
I
no
know.
roof. And it was cold.
So that's probably why they chose Vegas.
Oh
It's
yeah.
hot,
And
unless it doesn't rain in Vegas, which is rare. It
did
does.
they have a roof?
I don't think so. It's a
The
football
stadium?
stadium.
Yeah, but most football stadiums have roof.
But then it'd be like, oh, we're in Nevada. It's always hot. Maybe I don't know. I
Yeah.
never been to Allegiant Stadium. I've been to Vegas, but never been to Allegiant, so I don't know how the football games work out there.
Yeah, because I want to know what happened with Minnesota because
I know.
that was
I was
the
like,
most likely that was supposed to happen for WrestleMania 40
one,
40.
41.
Was it 40? No,
This one
oh it
coming up.
was, oh yeah, yeah, was it 41? It was always 41, right?
Yeah, 41. It's supposed to be Minneapolis 41 and then Vegas 42, but against Vegas, I guess everybody wants to be in all the drafts want to be in Vegas, all the Super
Mm.
Bowls want to be in
Probably,
Vegas, all the
UFC. So maybe,
UFC.
yeah, maybe with, I'm pretty sure that had to factor into it because of the UFC. Maybe they're gonna have a big show around the same time because it's
Yeah,
April 20th and or 19th and 20th, right?
yeah. Ooh, that weekend, huh? That's
Yeah.
gonna that's gonna be interesting.
Hey, hey,
What
I'm
what are
gonna
you doing
try.
for 20? I'm watching WrestleMania. What are you doing?
Shit.
Uh,
I,
main
I
event.
I don't know if I'm gonna try to go. But to be
I don't
fair,
know, man.
I'm gonna be fair. I didn't plan on going to WrestleMania 40. It just happened. I got the email, so yeah. But like,
Nah, dude. If I get this house, I'm
oh yeah,
living
that's
off
true. That's
ramen, bro.
true.
I'm
That's
living off
true.
ramen for like 6 months, a
You could,
year.
well, I would, I mean, you could do it. I would say for you, if you are gonna try to go to WrestleMania, try to go for WrestleMania 42, because at
Yeah,
least that way for you, it's 20 years later. Would it be
yeah.
20 years later?
I went to 22.
So
Yeah.
it would be 20 years later for
Wait,
you.
was it 22? Yeah, 22 wasn't. Yeah, 22
Yeah,
was Chicago. 20 Rosemont. Well,
yeah.
people that don't live in Illinois, Rosemont, or people that live in Illinois, Rosemont. People that don't live in Illinois, Chicago. Yeah, it's 20 years. Yeah, it'll be
So
20 years.
I would say for you to try to go to that one if it's gonna be in the States.
Yeah. Oh, even if it's not in the States, I'll probably no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
no, I
or
wouldn't do all
Florida. I
that.
wouldn't do Florida. I wouldn't do Texas.
Why not Florida?
I don't like Florida. But no, hey, no man.
Jeez, dude.
If it's like Minnesota, we're driving. Because it's only 8 hours or 6 hours to get there.
But even if it's, so you will only go if it's like driving, not even flying.
Right.
How you gonna say that? Not even for, dude. We went to Vegas for TNA Hard to Kill.
I know, but this is before
Where
this.
else did
This
we have we flew? It was that
no, that's the
already?
first time we flew together.
It was
I went to Vegas by myself 2 years
for Money in the
ago
Bank,
for
right?
Money in the Bank, and that's the only time I only flown
You
for
gotta go.
wrestling
You
shows
can
twice.
look at that. You went for TNA. You went for Money in the Bank. Now you got to go back to Vegas for either for an AEW show or
So,
WrestleMania.
hey, if people get their merch, I could probably could buy merch. Send me to Vegas. Send us
Well,
to Vegas.
we need those subscribers first,
Yeah,
and then get
yeah,
those subscribers, and then get
yeah.
the shirts. Hey, shout out to Karina for the shirt, and also Pro Wrestling Tees, link in the bio, and also hit that like and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
But all right, anything you want to add before Backlash? Because our two guests, they're gonna take over the show.
Yeah. No,
Anything
in a
else you
good
gotta
way.
say?
In a good way. No, yeah, I just want to thank them for joining us. And like Ian said, like, subscribe, and follow. And then obviously, anytime you guys want to look at more wrestling content, definitely check us out on all our socials. We'll go on live here once in a while. Obviously, we've been busy right now with life, so we're not really live streaming. But hey, always keep your notifications on. Next time we do go live, maybe for TNA show, the next one, whenever that is, that just happened, right? Under Siege or something.
Under Siege, yeah, but it was on a Friday.
But you know what I mean? Like if
I
it's
hate, yeah, I hate when they do Friday shows.
but the next, I never know if we go live in the next pay-per-view for TNA or nah, I don't know
When
about
is the
AEW.
next time I'm probably gonna go live?
I don't know. That's why people turn your notifications on. But yeah, thank you
Facts.
again for to Bad Wrestling for joining us, and
All
yeah.
right, let's let's segue into this. Let's go. Yo, welcome, Bad Wrestling. Thank you for joining New Entry Wrestling Podcast. I'm Ian. Ever nice meeting you guys. You guys want to introduce yourself for ourselves and also for our listeners?
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, it is Bad Wrestling, B.A.D. I'm Brennan. I'm Dan. We're just brothers that like to talk about wrestling. Been
Yeah.
fans our whole life.
We're cousins that love to talk wrestling. So let's get to it.
All in the
wrestling.
family.
I was gonna say bad wrestling. Backlash. Did you guys
Yes,
check
sir.
out Backlash?
Hell yeah.
WWE debuted Tagaloa.
Oh yeah, facts.
What do you guys think about that match? Like, obviously the match leading up to that moment. What do you guys think about the Bloodline versus Orton and Kevin RKO, whatever?
RKO, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like calling them, RKO.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? RKO, yeah. Personally, bro, I thought that was one of the best matches on the card.
I was blown away.
I love the pace of it. It never let up. It was just action nonstop.
My favorite part of it was easily the fact that they made the decision to have Nick Aldis come out and make it a no DQ match.
Yeah, they haven't done that in
Yeah.
a while. I love when that happens.
That was very reminiscent of Attitude
it
Era.
felt like a Monday Night Raw moment,
Right.
where it's like that's how they start off the show, where it's like just fighting. I forgot about how the fact that they came out to their theme song. It was they just standing there looking at each other.
Bro.
They started brawling. They went outside, and then I totally forgot that they were supposed to have a match. Nick Aldis comes out saying, "No, it's gonna be a street fight," and they kept going to the point. Like, it was just a fantastic storyline.
Dude,
It was a fight.
It never stopped.
It never stopped.
It never stopped. There's not a moment where they took a break, bro. It was just action, not like that brain buster on the chairs.
Oh man!
Oh my god! Only Kevin.
First, it wasn't. Was it a brain buster or is it a fisherman plex?
It was supposed to be a brain buster.
Yeah, I think it was.
But I mean, can you really do a brain buster like that without killing someone out?
I feel like it was a fisherman suplex because he hooked the leg, right?
Well, he definitely
he did hook the leg.
So it was a fisherman plex.
I mean, they called it a brain buster, but yeah,
Michael Cole did, and I was like, no, that's a fisherman.
Yeah, that's Cole.
I'm pretty
fisherman
sure
plex.
Yeah, it was sick though.
It was.
Only Kevin's doing that. I'm sorry, Kevin will do that for days.
Who the hell's gonna finally take Kevin off the top rope?
I know, right? Kevin needs to get off the top rope.
He's never
bro.
been
It never ends well for him.
or what have you. No, but I'm saying, like, who's gonna successfully superplex?
I know,
Kevin?
yeah, because that's still the
day he
story.
retires. The day he retires, because that's his version of.
That's how they put him out.
When Ric Flair, when he goes to the top rope, and somebody always catches him, and then flips him over. That's his version. But the day he finally went for the double axe handle was against Shawn Michaels in his retirement match.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
so, true that.
Layers. There's layers to this. Man.
Yeah. Even Jerry Lawler at the time was saying like, "Oh, are we finally gonna see it?" And then he finally finally connected at WrestleMania.
But yeah, no, dude, that match was great. It was a wonderful way to kick off, especially with the crowd. I mean,
at the tone,
that crowd is 100 out of 10. Bro.
They were singing Randy Orton's theme
song.
saying
word for word.
I texted this man. I was like, they're singing Randy's song.
Nobody
like
ever
that
does that.
Whoa was about to hit.
Dude, forget the whoa. They sang Cody's entire song with the music off. They did. Acapella.
That was great.
With AJ and like the camera was shaking.
Was dude.
Oh,
yeah. That was crazy.
The Backlash. This was the year where I feel like we all could have been okay calling it WrestleMania Backlash.
Straight up, yeah, 100%. I'm with you.
Of all the WrestleMania Backlash they had,
I'm with you.
Horrible. Yeah. This one,
even
the match, I would say if they did call it WrestleMania Backlash, the card was trash. But the performance was a WrestleMania card.
And that's why I love the card though, bro, because I mean, look, we're WWE, right? You have talent out the ass. Like, even if you book a mid-card match, you have talent for days. Like, when your mid-card consists of like Ricochet or what, Karrion Kross or Sheamus, like you're talking about big hitters that are considered mid-carders right now. They're gonna put on a banger in the match no matter what. You give them like 20 minutes, it's going to be a match. Like, it's going to be fantastic. And that's why I love these cards, bro, because they're like, hey, go out there and do what you do. We'll give you 15, 20 minutes, tell a story. And they did. Every single match did.
And, here's the other thing I actually really like about these cards. Initially, I was skeptical about having the shorter ones. I was so conditioned to us having like just jam-packed cards and everybody getting a shot at the limelight.
Yeah.
And, all the titles being defended, or at least a majority of them.
Yeah.
And I realized we've been conditioned to think that things like the tag team titles or the IC or the US title, they're going to be defended at pay-per-views. So premium live events.
Yeah, don't say people.
So when we don't get those matches, it makes the time that it's defended even more impactful.
Yep.
And when we're looking at the fact that the only titles defended, with the exception, of course, of the women's tag team titles, were like the main card titles,
Right.
that makes those even more impactful. And the presentation of that champion is automatically boosted because they don't defend it every time. And then now also we got an opportunity to say, okay, maybe the next PLE, there's no tag team action, and it's just the US title, the IC title.
Yeah, well, next one is a King and Queen of the Ring, which, bro, you see the matches they're having on Raw for that tournament?
Those are some nice lineups. And what I do appreciate, there's no Becky, there's no Charlotte, there's no Bailey. Well, Bailey, because
Bailey and Becky are champs, but
but still, it's like finally a tournament where it's not obvious on who's going to win.
Yeah, show us some other people. I want to see Zelina get a shot, bro. Zelina's awesome. I want to see her get more of a push. Tiffany Stratton.
Is she in the tournament?
Yes.
Is she?
I'm
just saying I want to see her.
I want to say Shayna Baszler is her first round.
Oh, never mind. She's cooked. Sorry.
I want that could be totally inaccurate, but I'm pretty sure I saw that graphic. I do think that Raw, I don't know, man. I think they made a couple of mistakes as far as who they matched up. Like, I'm pretty sure Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre are the first match.
That's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, but how do you choose which one of those guys? Unless
CM Punk screws over. CM Punk screws over Drew,
and then Finn gets pushed
or
to the next round.
For some reason, Damian screws over Finn because they're beefing right now.
Oh man, that was beautiful too, though.
Yeah,
I would think if Damian is gonna screw Finn Balor, it should be in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not the first round.
I want them. I don't know if I want Damian to hold the title until SummerSlam, but to have Finn win it at SummerSlam off of Damian would be nice because I want Finn to be champ again.
It would. It would be a nice story too because he already has a history. He already has a history with trying to win a world title.
Exactly, and SummerSlam.
And SummerSlam. He has a losing streak at SummerSlam, I believe. I think he only won one match against.
Yeah, he beat Seth for the Universal.
Oh yeah, and then that wasn't the one I was thinking of though. I forgot about that.
He lost last year.
Baron Corbin, he beat him at SummerSlam as well. So he does have. I guess it's not a full losing streak because it's
not like a losing streak, but it's where it happened. That's where he first captured gold. At SummerSlam. Then he lost to Seth last year the same kind of way.
7 years.
Where's Clash at the Castle? When is it?
That's after King and Queen of the Ring.
I'm pretty sure it's on June 15th. That's just another guess.
I think it goes.
I'm pretty sure it's in June.
I think it's King and Queen of the Ring, then Clash at the Castle, and then I think it's Money in the Bank after that.
Yeah, Money in the Bank.
That's in the UK, right? That's in the UK.
Yeah, I think it's in
Toronto, Canada.
And DIY had such a great match in Toronto.
Yeah, takeover.
I'm waiting to see.
They're gonna get a push. I think they're gonna go heel, man. I think they're turning DIY heel.
Frankly, I'm here for
They
it.
should. They should. They should.
Give them an edge. I agree.
Totally here for it. I want to see DIY. Look, I was mad that they gave DIY the first title shot against.
Me too, because I'm like, you're not gonna win.
Because I'm like, look, man.
But it was still a nice match.
It was a
great match.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they went out there and like stunk it up.
No, it's just
I just am mad at the decision to put them in that spot so early because we know they're not going to win, and it's like give them the shot.
Well, look,
when it's time.
The only reason they do that is so they can either A, bury somebody, or B, tell a story and turn him heel. They did the same thing with Gable. Gable got the first title shot and turned him heel. So anytime I see that, I'm like, okay, they're turning heel. And then at the end of it, Tommaso Ciampa's like, nah, I ain't shaking nobody's hand.
Yep.
So I'm hoping they turn heel too, especially with Candice going heel. Like, you can get the Way as a full heel faction now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because slowly bring back the Way, and I feel like that's gonna be the next group
add
they're
Grayson
gonna
Waller into it.
be the next mid card group and then eventually become main eventers.
Honestly, I would love it if Austin Theory and
I
Grayson
want
Waller
Theory
join.
face though. I want Theory to be a baby face because he can
Thank
pull it
you.
off.
This man's
Ever
been saying
haven't
it
I
for
been saying that?
years.
I've been
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
Austin Theory needs to be a face. They're wasting his time
They
being
are.
a
Yeah,
heel.
y'all are
really
on the
are.
same page for
I
sure.
think
They really
I think
are.
Ciampa's also a better heel, anyways.
Oh,
He was-
absolutely.
Big time.
Especially when he came out. Remember when he came out like in NXT with no song? He just came
Yeah,
out.
dude, just
Yeah.
the chant screaming "fuck you, Champa." I'll never forget it. That
Yeah.
was my favorite.
He
awesome.
reminds me of Taz. Like that's
Yeah, I
NXT's
can totally see
version
that.
of
I don't know
Taz.
about that. I don't know. WWE
I can
Taz or
see it.
ECW Taz?
ECW.
The
Oh, ECW
Taz.
I mean, it would have to
Don't-
be
don't
say
ECW
WWE Taz,
towel
'cause,
on
like,
the
wait a
head, the
minute.
suplex machine.
No,
Taz.
ECW Taz for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But,
looks like
you know-
somebody who'll choke you out.
I love DIY though, and if they go heel and start getting booked a little bit more seriously, because Triple H loves DIY too.
Oh,
He
yeah?
does.
Yeah,
Well,
he's gonna
clearly,
give him stuff.
he made them wear the DX gear.
I was gonna say he
Yeah,
co-opted
exactly.
them.
Yeah, he
being, like,
co-signed that.
He
regeneration.
christened them like you're the new DX.
Right.
Not officially.
Not officially. He should make them officially new members of DX. That way they can start selling shirts again.
I know, right?
Honestly, think about
Yeah.
this, bro. What if DX was like a fraternity, right?
Kinda
Instead
is.
of it being just a stable, it's just something that you continuously add members to, and then
Well,
they
that's what they're
cycle
doing
in
with
and
the
out.
bloodline.
It is, but
Yeah.
they're legit family though. But like, just imagine like NXT call up, like, "Hey, we want you in DX."
Yeah,
and I'm
straight
like,
up.
"What?" Like DX is a
Mm.
foundation in the company. It's not just a faction or a stable or a catchphrase.
I like it, but I think it pisses a lot of people off
I don't
because there's a
care.
lot
Well-
of people like, real weird about DX.
Oh.
I mean, that's what the Bullet Club does.
Yeah, exactly.
Effectively, yeah.
It's basically
Yeah.
a fraternity.
I think
We
WWE
need a
tried that
Bullet Club.
before. They tried it with because I remember Triple H wanted Undisputed Era to be that kind of way where they could
Yeah.
it could bring anybody in, but eventually all the members left, and then Roderick went to like
Yeah.
what is that called? He went with the Creed brothers. What was the team name?
Dude, I don't
Oh,
even know.
Diamond Mine?
Oh,
Diamond
gosh.
Mine. So
yeah.
originally, like I think Triple H wanted Undisputed Era to be that kind of group like that, but I guess that was under Vince McMahon. So eventually they probably axed it. Like, no, we're not doing that. So
You-
Undisputed Era would probably still be around right now with who knows?
with different members and all.
Yeah, it would have been
stuff.
Charles
But look-
Dempsey. It would have been somebody else and somebody.
Yeah,
True.
You have the Judgment Day though. Is
Yeah.
that not what they're? I mean, you can do that with the Judgment Day. They're pretty much
That's what we've been saying as well. Me and Ever saying,
recruit
like,
some people.
recruit people. You don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be disband. I hate
Yeah, they
that.
almost
I
had
hate-
Andrade.
They did. He
They
could have been
almost
the
had.
next leader. Damien should be the one leaving the group or something.
He's gonna
like that.
leave.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna leave.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna turn him face, bro.
Or
Yeah,
give him
I
the
think-
Edge treatment, like knock him out cold. Take him out like
Yeah,
Edge.
there you go. There you go. Straight
Yeah,
up.
because
Take him
Rhea Ripley could still be in charge. She could tell.
Oh, she's the leader. Yeah.
She could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rhea is in charge.
exactly.
Honestly, I thought back in the day, and I still hold this suspicion a little bit, that Rhea Ripley is working with the bloodline.
He was for Survivor Series.
I still feel like there was more to that. Like, legitimately,
Hard to say.
Rhea Ripley's definitely in charge of the Judgment Day, but they made it seem like Paul Heyman was taking orders
Well,
from somebody that wasn't
But
Roman.
look, bro, we don't even know
And-
who's in charge of the bloodline right now.
True.
That's true.
And that was something we.
Paul
booked,
Heyman
too.
has no
That's Stephen
control
Amell.
over the bloodline.
It's Stephen Amell, the Green Arrow.
That's
He's
not
back
Stephen
for-
Amell.
Hey man, he's got to get his SummerSlam glory one day.
But no, what was your guys' match of the night for Backlash? What are you taking?
Ooh, match of the
Yeah,
night.
match of the night. The one that you said, yeah, this is it right here. 'Cause they were all good.
Damn.
I'll say the tag team, men's tag team.
The men's tag team.
Yeah,
Bloodline and
RKO. Yeah.
Solid choice, man.
It's the
All
thing
right.
about like the crowds, man. I mean, I think we take it for granted in the U.S. that we had
It's the
WWE so much
international.
that like if
Mhm.
you go international, even Puerto Rico's part of the U.S., but it's like a territory.
Oh, bro.
But even
yeah.
if you go outside the 50 states, you're like every show, everybody's grateful that they're there, and we're over here like,
We
oh, we
suck.
get to see them next week.
Yeah, we
They
suck.
come back to Chicago, they get back to Denver, they come back to whatever city we're in.
We're
But
texting,
over there,
bro.
like,
We're just on
yeah.
our phones. Let me take a picture.
No, I
Yeah,
agree with that.
they live the moment over
Yeah.
there.
They do, bro. They do, and I'm jealous of that because I mean, last year's Backlash was in what Puerto
Yeah, it
Rico,
was in
right?
Puerto
And
Rico.
that,
Puerto
that shit
Rico.
was fire too.
That was
It was.
easily the hottest crowd of last year.
They just topped it with France, bro. But so you're taking the Bloodline,
Yeah.
RKO.
I'm taking the triple threat match.
Oh, the women's
That-
triple threat. That shit
the
was
women,
fire,
they had
bro.
no reason to be that
Right.
great.
That's true.
Well, it's Tiffany Stratton.
You ain't
bro.
lying.
She's
that
Put the
if
rocket
you
on
see
it.
that card, you already know, oh, Bailey's gonna take over this match. But then, because you see Tiffany, when you see Tiffany, she reminds me of Kelly Kelly. It's like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah, but
just
way better.
you're
It's
just
Charlotte, no?
there. Who?
Charlotte.
No,
I
no,
can see a
no.
Charlotte.
No, no,
Move
no.
wise.
That's what you beat me
She's
to it.
Charlotte without her father being a Hall of Famer.
I was gonna say she looks like Kelly Kelly, but she
But
wrestles like
wrestles like
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that for
So
sure.
it
Though.
That's
looks
the
like you're
best
only
possible
there.
thing.
You're only there
Yeah.
for your looks, and then
Yeah.
but you know how to bring it up. Once
Yeah.
that bell rings.
Oh,
And
she
then
can go.
Naomi. I'm glad she went to TNA because TNA humbled her. Jordan Gray,
Yeah.
shout out to Jordan Gray, shout out to
For real,
Deanna
for real.
Purrazzo, because her
Big facts.
wrestling skills improved.
Yeah.
100
There
times,
was
bro.
nobody was weak on that card. Nobody was the weakest link.
No, bro. And that's the thing is like this card was so predictable. Like predictions weren't really hard for this. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, is Cody gonna lose his first title defense? No. Is Damian gonna lose his first? Probably not. Is Bailey gonna lose her first? No. But it still kept me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, we were still able to suspend.
They still did a really great job.
disbelief
I mean, there were
because-
moments that I was like, "Oh, AJ might hold up.
You're
What,
like,
is Cody
hold
is
on.
Cody injured? Are they maybe taking the strap off? And
What
not
you just
saying
said about
anything?"
AJ, there was like 2 moments where I thought, whoa, hold on.
Yeah,
New champ.
Like,
And
bro,
no,
the
kick
burning
out.
hammer.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, yo, he
Oh.
brought out a burning hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he kicked out at 1, and I've hated on AEW for doing it, so I'm gonna hate on WWE for doing it. I'll be consistent. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. It is what it is. I understand why they did it, but
See,
I wish you would've
I
just
have
kicked
I have an argument about that. Kicking out at 1 is fine. Only for example, say imagine somebody's hitting a power driver, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's pretty obvious that the guy's head did not hit the ring.
right.
You should kick out at 1.
True.
So you
If-
think he's just like, yo, he botched this. I'm kicking out.
Yeah, because it
Right.
looks like because imagine you're the guy who's taking the move, and it
Yeah.
looks like, oh, he doesn't know I didn't land on my head, so kick
okay,
out
I
at
got you.
1. You
Yeah, I
know,
can see that.
kick out at 1. Be like, oh, what? I
Okay.
just dropped you in your head. No, you didn't. You
Yeah.
missed.
For
You
me, it's
missed.
like, okay, he's not the original. Like, he doesn't do that move. It's not his. He didn't create it. It's not like
Right.
his finishing move. So it's okay to do it. But just for the sake of the crybabies,
Well,
it'll
that's
say
the other
that
thing too. If
WWE
it's not
does it.
his move,
Yeah,
that
kick out.
person should kick out at 1.
Yeah, exactly. In a way, because people said he buried that move. I'm like, no, if anything, he protected the person that does it. Because like
Yeah.
he's saying it don't mean nothing unless you're
Unless
one
the
doing it.
person who
I
delivers
can't
it.
pronounce his name. I'm not good with
You know,
Japanese
that's
names,
like
but-
with Jake the Snake and the DDT, right? Jake the Snake used to have
right.
the DDT
Yeah.
as a finisher.
Yeah.
It became a part of
Yeah.
everybody's repertoire, but for
Bailey
a
to belly,
while-
bro. Bailey to belly was one of my least favorite finishers in the world. Like, it's literally just a belly to belly suplex.
I
How
mean-
is this dangerous?
Yeah, and she never made it seem like
No.
it was like,
But because
oh,
it was Bailey, you get the 3 count. So
yeah,
yeah,
I always
but-
liked their move, the Bailey to Bailey.
I like it. I just don't like it as a finisher. It
yeah,
just
it
doesn't-
No,
doesn't-
I agree with
it
that.
Finished like,
But now that she has like the rose plant and stuff, it's a lot better.
yeah,
You talking
So-
about Kenta Kobashi?
Yeah, I can never pronounce homie's name that does the burning hammer. I think he's like 7 times he won, like he's 7-0 with it. But you
Interesting.
kick out at 1 because it's not you doing it. It's
Yeah.
AJ Styles. doing
AJ
it.
Styles isn't him, so
You know-
I get that.
You guys knew that Tyler Rex did it too as a finisher?
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
But
Exactly.
but when he did it, he turned it into a DDT.
Well, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
A
Yeah,
modified version.
I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that just to say that I think that was my match of the night was AJ and Cody for sure.
So the main event. I mean, that makes sense.
It was so
I mean,
good.
it's
It was so good too.
for me. It was because they never met each other in the ring as
In
far as
WWE,
WWE is concerned. There was minimal build in the sense that it could have just as easily been LA Knight in that position if
Yep.
if he
Yep.
wins this match.
Right.
And
Because he was in the final with AJ Styles to
Yeah.
determine the #1 contender.
Yeah, bro.
and they delivered across the board. I mean, there was
You give me Cody and AJ, give them 27 minutes. If they're not putting on a match of the night, then you got a problem. I'm sorry.
agreed. Yeah, I
That's
mean,
true.
that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's great.
That's-
I love seeing that AJ can still go. Not that I had any doubts. I knew that he could, but
Right,
too
to
many
showcase
people.
it.
He's washed. He's this. He's gonna go to AEW because he's old. Whatever. But
Show people.
he can still go, bro.
He can still
be a
go,
world-
and he's in great shape. He's better
yeah,
in shape
he-
than all of us in the room.
I
big,
know, bro.
big fan.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah, bro. He's ripped.
Just don't
I
don't
would
play
love to
games with
see
him.
him.
Don't play Call of Duty with him. He'll break a remote or something.
No,
He's
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets crazy with the
he
game.
has a high temper when it comes to his live stream video games.
It's true, man. Look, I want to see him get another run before it's all done. Like, I'd love to see him get another world title run. I don't know when Cody's dropping it. Probably not for a while.
I was
See,
gonna
I was gonna ask
feel-
that question. Oh, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
No, my bad. Sorry. I was just gonna say I feel like for AJ to get another world title run, it's actually gonna have to come at the expense of
Heavyweight.
the World Heavyweight
Yeah.
Championship.
Mm.
I don't think that Cody will be dropping this
Well,
belt.
I mean, why wouldn't he though? He hasn't held the heavyweight title. You know, I would give him something that he hasn't done before.
That does kind of add a layer for him.
You have to go to Raw. Maybe there'll be a trade.
Well, I heard rumors, the streets were saying, so to speak, that there are going to be some trades
I've heard that there's going
before
to be
the
trades.
deadline, which is tomorrow.
And to me, it makes sense because the only reason SmackDown drafts AJ is because, well, look, you're in a WWE Championship match. If we draft you to Raw, then it's guaranteed that you're not winning. You want to kind of build the suspense a little bit. So maybe him and LA Knight will get. Maybe AJ will go to Raw with LA Knight.
Right.
And you'll get two people go to SmackDown.
Well, that's why everybody was saying the draft should have happened after Backlash, not before. But you know, they were only doing that because of the NFL.
The NFL draft, which I like though. I did really like that because I'm checking my football news and I'm like, oh damn, we drafted this dude, and I'm like, oh, but Raw got this dude. It's like it's a weird intertwining of worlds.
It is.
So I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I like the fact that CM Punk and Drew McIntyre use draft position as a little bit of an added layers
Give
to
it
why
more
they
stakes.
hate each other.
Yes, I like that. Make it mean something to get drafted in the 4th round.
You're like, you were drafted before, and you want to know why I was drafted before you. That's what I want to see an NFL draft pick do that. I want to be like, you want to know why I went number 1 and not you? I'll tell you. Start cutting promos.
That would be funny. That would be funny in football. But what my question was.
Yeah, what's up?
My question was because we mentioned about Cody Rhodes' long title reign. I was gonna say by choice, if you guys had a choice,
if you were the booker,
if you were the booker and saying how long, when's Cody Rhodes gonna drop the title?
Okay, everybody listening is gonna hate me for
I got mine pretty clear.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't think this is gonna happen. I think that he will hold the belt for a while.
Yeah.
But frankly, if it was up to me, I would move on from him pretty quickly. I'm being serious. Here's why.
I don't know this dude.
Cody Rhodes.
Let's hear this booking story. Let's go. Tell me.
Hear me out, right? Cody Rhodes can have a title reign that's like, it doesn't have to be a long program with every challenger. It can be next guy up, give me your best shot, I'm gonna survive it. If he has a title reign like that, and he is ultimately bested by somebody, it doesn't seem devastating. It doesn't seem like, he's buried. It seems like that person finally got their moment, which is ultimately what the champion is for, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the champion
100%.
is supposed
so somebody can get the rub.
pass the torch, right? So, say somebody like Shinsuke Nakamura,
That'd be crazy.
somebody like Gunther. Just
Gunther, I can see.
as a one-on-one at a
for sure
PLE, maybe Bash in Berlin. Imagine Bash in Berlin on August 31st, Gunther versus Cody Rhodes for some reason.
We'd have to trade Gunther to SmackDown.
Well, maybe Gunther goes to SmackDown and AJ Styles comes to Raw.
So you're saying Gunther at Bash of Berlin?
I mean,
SummerSlam.
it's not like I have official prediction.
But this is not a prediction though. This is your fantasy.
Right.
Yeah, if this is your booker, Gunther's gonna be the guy for you.
Honestly, no, not even Gunther would be the guy. No, Shinsuke.
All that build up
or
just to say
Ricochet.
no.
Shinsuke or Rick? I would love Ricochet.
It's either Shinsuke
Ricochet
or
would be a nice
Ricochet.
choice.
I wanted Ricochet to dethrone Seth for the longest time.
Yeah.
It's high time for him to have that
He's getting pushed.
championship, but he needs to be a heel. He's another guy that needs to change
I can see
character.
that.
For me, if Ricochet came out in the same aesthetic that Swerve has,
Yeah.
God forbid.
But you don't
somebody
want to
said-
do that.
No, I know, but it's the idea, like the fur coat, the chain. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a
with you,
heel. I'm
with
a
you.
bad guy. If he did something like that, I think his character gets pushed
So
even
you're
further.
saying heel Ricochet.
A heel Ricochet.
Win.
If you push Ricochet to Cody Rhodes, that will be the guy. I would do it in a way where it's like
Yes,
have
they're building them.
babyface versus babyface.
Yeah.
And then Cody Rhodes like, you know what? You were this close. I'm gonna give you another opportunity.
Yeah,
we're
kind of
this
like a Gable
close.
Sammy thing.
Yeah, you were this close to beat me the first time we faced. I'm gonna give you another opportunity. The second time is when he cheats to win and turns heel on Cody to win the title.
Yep. No, I
That
like
was,
this.
and that's what he is missing, because it's like you proved yourself that you're a great wrestler, you're a great high flyer.
Not great on the mic.
You're not. He's getting better.
Maybe give him a manager though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when he turns heel.
Yeah, exactly.
But as a babyface, he is getting better.
He's getting a lot better. Yeah.
But he is. But in the end of the day, he's still that guy where he's like, "I'll prove it in the ring."
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when he can't back it up on the mic, he's like, "Let's just go in the ring." And he could prove. Yeah, he could prove
fire,
it.
dude.
Oh,
I can't wait for Ilya Dragunov and Ricochet on Raw. That's just gonna be crazy.
Officially answer your question, Royal Rumble 2025, Ricochet dethrones Cody. That would be my fantasy book situation.
Okay. So Cody Rhodes will be champion all the way to the Royal Rumble in your book.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
I'm gonna so here's my thing. I'm gonna start by saying Cody's gonna hold it until next WrestleMania, no problem, because they're either gonna do the Rock versus Roman or Cody versus Rock. They've set it up pretty easily that we're gonna get Rock versus Cody at some point.
Yeah.
I think for me, I want them to have it for at least a year. Just solid year. I think what I want to do during this title reign before I get to is going to take it. I want him to face everybody that got screwed over by the bloodline and give them actual chances at this title.
Okay.
Like I want him to face Drew McIntyre one-on-one, probably a Clash at the Castle would be cool. I want him to face Sami Zayn one-on-one. I want him to face Seth Rollins one-on-one. Kevin Owens, everybody that got screwed over by the bloodline. He's going to say, "Hey, look, you didn't get an even shot.
Right. I like
You're
that.
champion now. So here, let's go. I'll give you a one-on-one shot. If you can't do it, you can't do it." Overall, after holding it for a year, next year's SummerSlam.
He's still champion at WrestleMania.
Yes, he's
going to retains in your fantasy book, and he retains at WrestleMania. He retains
at WrestleMania, and then he will eventually drop it. I want to say SummerSlam, maybe Survivor Series, one of the big four, to Seth Rollins.
I knew you were going to say Seth.
That deserves it, man. Okay, no, he got buried this entire build to WrestleMania. They buried him. You're the second champion. You're the number 2. You're this. You're that. You barely got any And then what did he do for that match, bro? He took every bump. He had a torn MCL. He took every bump. He took the chair shot. He's the reason that Cody won because Roman could not stand it. He was literally his shield like he said he would.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Seth put that company on his back. Before CM Punk was there, before Cody Rhodes was there, before Roman was any good, Seth had that company on his back, and he deserves a moment.
These are facts.
So
see, you had me until you said SummerSlam. Nice. Survivor Series is where you lost me, because at that point,
one of the big fours.
At that point, it's like you might as well just wait till WrestleMania.
True.
You know, so that's why I hate when Survivor Series is like it's a cool pay-per-view.
Is that in between? Yeah, but it'll be War Games at that point. It won't happen.
Yeah, it's going to be something else by then.
I say SummerSlam.
But WrestleMania would be better, because when you mention about the Shield, like I'll be your Shield, it would be a nice story for WrestleMania, because he could even come out as the Shield that time.
You know, that would mean for me that Cody would have to hold it for 2 years, though.
That's
essentially. So I mean, look, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I mean, especially with that booking, that booking and that story makes sense, because it's like because now it's more of a movie.
Yeah,
it's like I'm giving you guys. Yeah, I'm facing the guys who got screwed by Roman because of the bloodline. I'm giving you guys an opportunity. So that's a nice build-up. And
that's what I want.
Yeah.
Give him a one-on-one shot. Make it even. Like, I want Cody to literally just come out and be like, to everybody that didn't get a chance, like, we're going to go in order. Let's line up.
Yeah. Those are great people for him to face, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, Seth freaking Rollins, you know.
Maybe it just ends with Seth Rollins. Maybe it just ends with Seth Rollins. I don't know. I just think Seth deserves it, bro. He's carried that company for so long.
It doesn't even have to be 2 years. That's your fantasy booking.
Yeah.
You could even say, you know, maybe next year's WrestleMania have Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah. It really just depends on how this title reign goes for Cody. That's really it for me. If he can keep it fresh and the storylines are there, then keep it as long as you need, bro. Roman showed us that, like, yes, you kind of held it hostage, but look at what you did for that title. Like, look at how big you made that title. I understand he wasn't at every show, but give him his flowers, bro, because that title, that win that Cody had would have meant nothing if it wasn't for Roman.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
not
that's-
nearly as much.
Agreed.
that's true.
Absolutely. But this is what I want. I changed my mind. I do this a lot. This is actually a joke. I'll preface. Normally, I wouldn't say it's a joke ahead of time, but it is. I want Cody to hold the championship for longer than Bruno Sammartino,
Good Lord.
and then vacate it when he inducts Roman Reigns into the Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh, that would be
What was it,
funny.
8 years? Yep. It's like
8 years,
or something like that.
8 years title reign. Do you think Cody Rhodes could hold the title for 8 years?
I don't think Cody Rhodes could hold interest for that long.
I don't think anybody.
I mean, look, yeah, that's true. I don't think anybody could. But
Roman was close, but dude, even at the 3 years, we're like, okay.
look, Roman's title reign was special. All right, I made videos on the talk about
Best
this
in modern
before.
history, bro. It'll never be done.
This man held the championship for longer
Yeah, but
than the duration of all of the Olympic Games in history.
yeah, that's
If
true.
you take into account all of the hours that the Olympics spanned over all of the events that have happened, Roman was a champion for longer than that.
But not only that, dude, but look at what he
Crazy.
did with it. I mean, Jey Uso is a main event superstar.
He
now.
legit,
I mean,
yeah.
a bona fide main event.
Main
Not
event.
just because he got pushed to that spot. He can handle it. And that was because of Roman. That's
And
because of that storyline.
He had a fantastic moment at Backlash.
Entrance of the year.
Oh yeah,
Entrance of the year.
That
Oh, yeah.
wasn't even a wrestling show. That was a concert.
was a
I
concert,
was
right?
doing that. I got
I
myself
know,
into
you
it.
have.
How could you not?
But they brought out the Fireflies with it out
Yeah.
there, and now that's gonna spread to the
And then-
US now
and you
because they
can
weren't
see
doing
him-
that before.
You could see him moving. I was
Yeah.
like, I love that element. Very Firefly-esque.
Yeah, they
but you
brought out
can
the
see the
Fireflies.
movement of the lights. And
Rest in
I
peace.
got a question for Ever. Well, Ever, I want to know about your about Cody Rhodes' title reign, but before we go
Yeah.
back to that, Ever, you had an issue with Jey Uso calling himself the main event, Jey Uso,
because he's never in the main event.
because he was never in the
Exactly.
main event.
Exactly.
But
I'm
did
literal when it comes to stuff. Like I need.
I get it, dog.
He's having an event, main
Yeah.
event. Maybe one main event, right? When he faced Roman last.
Money in the
2
Bank,
years
I
ago.
think.
Money
he
in
was
the
a Money in the
Bank,
Bank, maybe?
SummerSlam.
Yeah,
He's been in 3
SummerSlam.
main events. He
Yeah,
main
three.
He's been in
events
a
in
few.
Out of
SummerSlam.
what, like
He should
2
be
years?
Sometimes main event Jey Uso.
But did you enjoy?
Asterisk.
Did that match for you felt like a main event match for you ever?
Mm,
Or like how? What's your thoughts on that? Because I know you hate. You explain why you don't like the main event Jey Uso.
Yeah.
But what?
I like the guy. I don't like the fact that he named himself main event.
But did
I
that
like
match?
Jay.
Did that match made it feel like okay, he's a main event player, even though it wasn't the main event match?
I would, but like I said, but the crowd made everything. Let's say you had that match in Cleveland, which at SummerSlam, would it be the same energy?
No, no,
Exactly.
No.
So it was
You're right.
pretty much the momentum of the crowd carried
Oh
the
yeah.
momentum of the
the
match.
Yeah,
Like pretty much all pay-per-view. Obviously, like you said, we said like some of the matches, like okay, they look good, but the crowd made it extra. Even last year's Backlash, the crowd made every
yeah.
match extra better.
It
So
Oh, yeah.
I would want to see that same match. Obviously we say SummerSlam because that's the only U.S. show after the last one.
Yeah.
But like I want to see that match in Cleveland. Would have the same vibe. Would have the same energy. Would have the same feel. Like
But
I don't think so.
Here's the
you
thing.
know?
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but that's the same thing for us. Imagine if we had a live crowd and we were talking just like this, but we're getting that energy from the crowd. They're gonna think, oh, this could be a decent show. But if we get that energy
Right.
from that crowd,
Yeah.
we made
Yeah.
this could be the hottest episode ever.
See,
So
hottest.
it
And look,
applies to their performances too, because they feel that energy where they could
Well,
just
that's
do
wrestling, though.
they could do the
That's
simple
wrestling.
things and we'll just overreact.
you could have a terrible, like say we put on a 5-star match. We're watching a 5-star banger, but the crowd is dead.
Yeah.
It takes away from it so
It
much,
does.
dude. It really does.
I'll say in advance, Cleveland, you should be disappointed in yourself.
Cleveland, you got to get your
Hey,
game up,
I'm
brother.
proud
Get louder.
that Chicago fans, we ain't like that.
Oh, you guys aren't like that at all,
Yeah,
bro.
we are
Chicago-
not like
let's
that.
be honest. Let's be
Gotta be the
honest,
louder.
man. The Rosemont Arena, I think it's Allstate now. The way the
It was the
acoustic,
Allstate, I think it's Rosemont.
the acoustics in that building. No, I'm just playing. No, I've heard. I've
Yeah,
heard
we don't
from
care about
count-
Chicago like that.
I've heard from countless wrestlers that particular arena. I guess
Oh,
we
yeah,
used
it's
to
one of
have
their favorites.
hardwood like up towards the ceiling. They said the acoustics would make everything reverberate so much louder. So every crowd in that arena
Yeah.
was like insane. Like, bro, Money in the Bank 2011.
Oh, one of my favorite shows.
One of the hottest US
That
crowds you could
was
ever
crazy.
name.
The CM Punk, John Cena.
I
shit,
was
that-
there. Ever were you there for CM Punk
Man,
2011?
been everywhere.
No,
Bro,
I
let's
went to
go.
WrestleMania at that
Oh.
arena. 22.
Okay, good.
I was there after Eddie Guerrero died. Oh man.
Wasn't
Hurts.
that Edge and Foley, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Edge
yeah,
and
Edge, Foley, McMahon, Michaels.
Man,
That's my favorite WrestleMania.
Yeah,
That was
Angle,
Cena,
Ray, and
Cena,
Rey
and Triple
Mysterio
H.
and Randy Orton,
oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
but
yeah.
Money in the
Triple threat.
Bank 2011, I was there live for that one.
That's when CM Punk won, right?
Shaggy
Yeah.
Two Dope.
Oh, no,
that's probably
no,
why
yeah,
it was
yeah.
so loud because the CM Punk's of Chicago or Bolingbrook. I don't know what neighborhood he's from. Ian,
He's-
Either
I was
way.
they don't know. You guys
No,
wouldn't know because
you're thinking
we
about
go-
Mustafa Ali.
Oh,
Mustafa Ali's from
Yeah.
Bolingbrook. CM Punk is
Yeah,
He was a
actually from
cop. He was a cop in Bolingbrook. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mustafa's cool. But no, what about you,
He
Evan?
trained him,
What's
right,
your
Ian? Or
opinion?
he trained you, or something like
Who?
that. You refed his matches or something.
Oh, Mustafa Ali. Yeah, I ref his
You were a
matches.
ref?
Let's go. Yeah. Now,
You
see,
were-
look,
Look at you, dog.
I've
You
never,
insiders.
Yeah.
I've never been able to like fathom how to get to the ground so quickly and stop my momentum before hitting three. I've practiced.
I've never been able to step into a wrestling ring.
Well,
so
no.
you've done more than me, man. Good for
Yeah,
you.
I
No
do.
joking.
When I see the ref counts, it pisses me off.
I bet. I bet.
This generation.
What's he doing, man? It's a flat hand. It's
Yeah,
got a
what are
scoop.
you doing? What are you guys doing? Like, take charge of the match. Like, oh
Let
my
me
Yeah, because
ask
gosh.
that's it's more than just counting. You
Yeah.
gotta direct the whole
Oh
thing.
yeah, absolutely. Do you play the special guest referee mode on 2K24?
For
I
real,
do. I do.
You do you?
It's funny.
I used to. I used to. I used to. I
to.
should say. I used to. That was my favorite. My favorite series, and that's basically how I,
serious.
favorite series, favorite game, moment,
Yeah.
expedition,
I,
type of match, whatever.
the game's cool. My thing is, dude, I bought it 3 years in a row, right? And like every time I'll play it for like a month, and I just lose interest.
Yeah, and it's like okay.
I don't know what happens. I'm just like, yeah.
And like, well, we
It's
just
like it's the
touch
same
it
thing with
anymore.
TV shows. You think the first
That's
two
true.
episodes are good, and then
I don't
after
watch
that just
new
gets
TV.
boring.
honestly
So-
for me, it's like apps, bro. Like I'll download an app on my phone. I'll play it for
yeah.
like 2-3 days, maybe
Yup.
a week, and then I'll forget it's even there. I'm like, why did I care about this so much at the time?
But Ever, I want to hear it from you, dog. What do you how you fantasy booking Cody's title reign? Who's taking it and when?
Okay, so I think I tell Ian this a lot because I think I believe in this guy so much. Not Joe Henry, but I believe in Joe Henry too, but not him. Well, he's
You
a
better
TNA.
believe in Joe Henry.
So Money in the Bank is coming up. I'm gonna say Gunther wins it at Money in the Bank. He
Okay.
holds it. He cashes it in at the Royal Rumble
Oh
Okay.
wow, okay.
Okay.
against Cody. So
Okay.
Gunther leads it into WrestleMania, and then they have a rematch at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Damn, okay. I see me.
Yo,
Well,
I
hold on,
like
Ever.
that.
He cashes. So Cody Rhodes had some match at the Royal Rumble against, let's just say, Finn Balor, and then Gunther comes out and cashes
Cashes
in,
in.
or he cashes in for a match at the Royal Rumble.
I think it's because Gunther is obviously they respect the ring and stuff, so
He's not
he'll do it in a
sneaky. Yeah,
respectful
he'd
way.
announce
He'll like I'm gonna announce, like he's gonna announce it.
Yeah,
Like I want to face you at the Royal Rumble, whatever city
calling
they're
the shot.
in the
Okay.
U.S. most likely, because the Royal Rumble's always in the U.S.
Yeah.
I want to cash in at the Rumble, and then
Cody
he wins
wins
at
the Rumble.
Yeah.
Then Cody wins the Rumble the third time in a row and gets his rematch.
He pulls an edge. I hope not. If that's gonna be the case, I would rather see. I like that booking.
Yeah, for real.
But I wouldn't have Cody Rhodes get a rematch at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I mean at
No,
the
I
WrestleMania.
agree.
WrestleMania, yeah, WrestleMania. Because
I
at
can
that
see
point,
Gunther winning Money in the Bank though. I can
yeah,
totally see.
I could see that.
And,
I could see
or it
him
could be LA Knight and Gunther at WrestleMania.
for the
Okay.
title.
Yeah.
Yo,
I don't know if LA Knight can hang with
I was
Gunther,
gonna
to be
say, I
honest.
think
I was gonna say he did. Yeah, he did. He faced them at NXT.
Yeah, but I just don't in a main event level like that. I don't know.
Okay,
if LA Knight,
we were
well,
talking about the expectations attached.
I like
to
him.
the spot.
I like him. I like his connection with the crowd. Obviously, he's a great promo. I just his in ring. I'm not impressed as like I am with Gunther. Like it's just it's
Yeah,
not bad, but it's not crazy to me.
when it
it's
comes
not.
to LA
It's
Knight,
not.
like,
It's not. You feel like it's not WrestleMania worthy.
Yeah,
Basically.
exactly.
yet.
It's like
Yeah.
you can main event like a normal PLE, but main event in WrestleMania, I don't know.
yeah, no,
No.
there's different energy, there's different expectations, there's different connotation to saying WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, I mean he's not far off.
You know.
I'm not gonna say like he's like, oh my god, the worst.
He'll never get there.
No, I think he's
I
gonna
don't
hold
wait. LA Knight or Gunther or both.
LA Knight. No,
LA
Gunther
Knight.
can main event any WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
I
don't care.
I think
love
LA
him.
Knight he can't, but it's gonna take a certain
He's got to get carried.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got to be built up to that, man. Like I think Cody in the press conference said LA Knight's somebody he wants to face, and look, I think Cody would be a perfect person to build LA Knight up to that level. So,
I feel like LA Knight would have to be heel for that.
He's a better heel anyways, man.
Babyface
Usually
versus
like
babyface. But that's the thing that he was saying in the press conference too. He said, I know it's two good guys versus good guys, but like, I don't know, man. If you're in a new era and you're trying to get away from what WWE's been doing and be different, do a babyface and babyface. Just let them go.
Exactly. I said that so many times before.
Honestly, get rid of the trope that you have to do bad versus evil.
Yeah,
like you can do just two great dudes, tell a good story between them, and that's it. I mean, they tried to do that with Danielson and Ospreay. I mean, he's technically heel, whatever, but it was literally just I'm better than you, and we're two good wrestlers. Let's do it, and that was fine. I just didn't like their match.
Especially if it's a one-time off, like for example, like the Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. Let's just say this is the one-time thing. AJ Styles could have been a face.
Absolutely,
it could have been. It could have been LA Knight. Imagine if it was LA Knight.
Yeah, exactly.
The crowd
he was one spot away.
Yeah, the crowd was hot for it. You know how
the crowd's not going to know any different. They're going to root for both people, and whatever outcome, they're going to be happy.
Yeah. So AJ Styles, LA Knight could have had this moment at Backlash.
I think
against Cody Rhodes.
I think he'll get his moment here soon. I think LA Knight's got to win gold soon.
Yeah,
something. He's got to win something, or
he was supposed to take the belt off Logan Paul at WrestleMania, but they decided to have Logan Paul still hold on to the title a bit longer.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be the one to take it off.
I do too. I agree with that decision though, because Logan Paul's title reign hasn't made that title seem that important, to be honest.
No, I mean the Intercontinental Championship feels way
absolutely. So having LA Knight take that belt at WrestleMania, like that doesn't do as much for LA Knight as him taking the belt after Logan's had a chance to establish that people actually want the fucking thing.
Plus, you got to get Randy Orton on the card. I mean,
but yeah,
overall, I will say, I'm surprised that because you mentioned Randy Orton, I was surprised that nobody mentioned Randy Orton to take the title off Cody Rhodes.
I think he's been champion so many times, you want to give other people a shot at it.
But he's going to get a shot. He's going to get a shot because
if he wins the title, would that hit? Would he tie?
I think he's tied with John Cena.
No, he'll tie Triple H.
Yeah, 15. Let's see. He would have 15. I think Triple H has 14. I think that was
So he's tied with Triple H right now.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up. See where we're at.
On that subject, what if John Cena fucking took the belt from Cody Rhodes and broke the record?
John Cena does have one title reign left in him too, I think. Here we go. Okay, so let's see.
I think Orton's a 13-time now that I'm thinking about it.
14. I think he's 10 times WWE and then 4 world or 3 world.
That can't be right.
Sounds right.
Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to.
I think Triple H. Yeah, I think he is 14 because Triple H was 13. Then he won the WWE title from Roman, which made him 14.
Which was my favorite, bro. I gotta tell you, I loved the idea that the Royal Rumble was actually defending the title.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like that was the first time
they should do that again. They should really do that again.
Especially if you want to tell the story that this guy can take on anybody. Like if you want to have say Gunther wins the heavyweight title instead of over Cody. And in the Royal Rumble, he's defending the heavyweight championship. Not only do you elevate the heavyweight championship, but you elevate the stock of the champion who's taken on all these freaking people coming at him at once, man.
Well, look, we got Bash at Berlin. You telling me Gunther's not going to walk in there with a world title match? Like that doesn't make any sense. I mean,
I feel like he could be a top contender.
Yeah, he's Austrian. They're kind of rivals, Germany and Austria. No,
I mean, he's going to get the home ground.
Yeah,
I mean, they are kind of rivals, but they're still going to be. It's going to be Gunther. And
what a way to make him a mega heel then.
Kind of seems like they might be turning him face, though. I don't know.
Well.
He's not going to be a face anytime.
I think they're going to turn face.
He's not going to be a face anytime soon.
So right now, Triple H and Orton are tied.
Oh, they're tied.
Okay, so they're tied.
Yeah,
14.
So 14.
Tied at 14.
Yeah.
Oh, so if he takes the title away from Cody, he's just going to be 15.
He's going to be beating Triple H.
He'd be third officially, and then he'd be only one away from Cena and Flair. That'd be crazy.
Flair doesn't count. So.
I want somebody to break that record, man. If Cena's not going to do it, let Orton do it. He's going to be around a little bit.
I think Cena said he has one more run in him. So who knows? They might just give him the world heavyweight title to give him more of a credibility.
Has he ever won the heavyweight title? Yeah, he has.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has.
Well, I feel like this new world heavyweight title.
Does it carry the same lineage?
No.
Yeah, so that's
that was bogus. Yeah. The women's titles do. The women's titles did carry on, but not the world heavyweight title, which is you could have had, the lineage of Rey Mysterio, Triple H, Flair. Yeah, now you have to really start over. So it's only two people.
So it doesn't even carry the universal title lineage?
The Universal title's a WWE title.
Yeah.
So they just kind of merged. That's what makes me mad about calling it the undisputed, though, is because like you have another world championship, so it's not like
Right, like
you're
it's not undisputed
anymore.
anymore. It
Yeah,
was.
just call it the WWE Championship. Go back to the Winged Eagle.
I
Please.
feel like that's what's gonna happen eventually. It's
Well-
just gonna be called the WWE Championship.
Yeah, they're gonna phase
But
it
when
out
they brought
eventually.
out when they did the new tag belts on SmackDown, it's very classic, and I thought that was like a precursor, an indicator that the world title, WWE Championship, was going to get redone that way because they did the same with the tag titles to match the heavyweight. But then you get these new beautiful tag titles that look very classic Winged Eagle kind of thing, and then you just still have the same big W. I'm like, can we just
Well,
get the Winged
apparently
Eagle back?
they are going to change the WWE Championship.
That's when they changed the
eventually.
name. That's when they changed the name.
Yeah,
When they
that's
changed
what-
the title, changed the name back to like just WWE
Cody
Championship.
deserves it, bro. Cody will carry that Winged Eagle with pride.
No,
I
remember,
feel like they should. I'll ask that question now. If they were gonna change the title, up to you guys, what title would you prefer?
Oh, it's definitely the Winged
oh
Eagle.
yeah, absolutely, the Winged Eagle, and
Yeah.
just for fun, I say
Make it
why not
classic.
somehow change it at Madison Square Garden on the anniversary
Yeah, that'd be
of
dope.
when
Ooh,
Dusty
That
couldn't
would
Yeah.
be
be
dope too. That
Because
would be
Cody
really dope.
mentioned that date for a specific, like for a reason.
They are going to Madison Square
Like
Garden.
I don't know why he other than the fact that that was a very impactful moment in the career where Dusty didn't get to capture the belt. Like, and he mentioned that, but wouldn't it be crazy full circle stuff if they converted the championship into the version that his father chased
That'd be
after his
crazy.
entire
Yeah.
career?
I think the Winged Eagle is the way to go. And like I said, when you look at the tag belts they just did, it really seems like they're telling us, yeah, you're gonna get it soon. But like, why would you make the tag titles look like that and then just still have the same WWE champion?
Well, like, why would you redo any of the belts if not all of them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
both of the women's championships were
Yeah.
redesigned. The heavyweight championship is brand new. The tag
it
team
was the WWE. It
championship
did get a redesign. It was just gold.
Yeah.
It was just here's the
The
same
Snoop
belt.
Dogg
But all they
That's
did
all.
was change the background of
That's
it.
all they
So
did.
it's not.
it's
Yeah,
the
that's
same
all they
belt we
did.
had. So
I
I
would
hope
see
they
the
go
Eddie
back to-
Guerrero undisputed title.
Oh yeah, for real.
legit.
The Eddie Guerrero version.
That's
if they did
that's the
that.
one I was gonna say. I
Yeah.
want
That's cool.
the old school, the original WWE Undisputed
Yeah.
Championship. That's the
Yeah.
title I liked and enjoyed. Now I'm kind of
If they're
hoping,
gonna keep calling it undisputed, then sure.
yeah.
I'm gonna piss
It's
people off.
not undisputed.
I want to
because it's another
see.
championship.
I want to see like the heavyweight championship that's really synonymous with WCW more than WWE, but
Yeah.
that one on a spinner. I want to see that.
Spinner title version.
Why would you even do that? Don't
I did enjoy
like-
the old WCW title, not the big gold
Yeah.
belt, the original WCW.
Yeah, the original,
title.
yeah.
That one I
No,
did
I love
enjoy.
those.
That
I love
title
those,
looked like
though.
I wouldn't say like I didn't enjoy it as a world title, but
Yeah.
as a intercontinental title, like a second mid card title,
Yeah.
that looked like a good title. And then the
Look,
big
it-
world heavyweight title looked like you main event every show.
Look,
And every
as much
pay-per-view.
as much as I hate AEW, I love their world title.
Oh yeah, they
I think
present
the
Oh, yeah.
AEW World Championship is beautiful.
When you see the AEW World Championship,
beautiful.
you're like, that dude's
I
important.
mean, it is beautiful.
I don't
It
know
is.
where he got that buckled.
It's one of my favorite belts right now.
Um,
That thing is gorgeous. So long. But
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm a big Bray Wyatt guy. There's big Bray Wyatt dudes here. What do you think about the Uncle Howdy stuff? Are you guys excited? Or are you guys kind of like, what are we gonna do with it?
I like to see where they take it. Like,
Yeah.
what's the purpose of it at the end? Is it to be like who's gonna be? If Uncle Howdy's a leader, is he gonna be
Yeah.
like going for a title, or is it more just like
Or
like
is
how
he
they
just
did
the
with
leader of the
Brody
crew?
Lee? You know how they did with
Brody
Brody
Lee,
Lee when he
yeah.
passed away? The Dark Order was kind of
Yeah,
like
the
carrying his
exalted one.
lineage.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that. See, I want to know where they take it. Like, what's the
So-
point of this team group? You know, I know to commemorate Bray Wyatt, but like, what's the
That's
end
my
goal?
thing. But that's
Like, I
my
think-
thing is like, because I know it's directly because this is what Bray would have wanted. Otherwise, they're not going to do it. You know, Bo Dallas, obviously, bro, is the one in charge of this. It seems like me personally, bro. I don't care what they do with it. I'm just happy that they're doing something for Bray. And
Yeah.
I hope that the fans don't really just go crazy with it because it's like this is obviously what Bray would have wanted. So
Right.
like, who are we to say like this shouldn't have been done? So I'm excited. I think they're gonna do the Wyatt 6. All of the teasers kind of lead towards that, and that clearly was something that Bray was gonna do. So
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
it's-
supposed to happen last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was gonna happen for sure.
And it's like this is what he wanted to do.
And
so let's just
it's
enjoy it.
it's
Let's be
looking
wrestling
like
fans.
it's looking like much in the way that Cody Rhodes' title match brought in the former pieces to his story. Like the Wyatt 6 ultimately is looking like that could be the case. Like I'm thinking Alexa Bliss, Braun
I would love to.
Strowman,
Like, I think they're gonna
Eric
Nikki Cross,
Rowan.
though.
I've heard Eric Rowan has told people he can't take bookings
He
because
signed.
he's
He
under
officially signed.
contract. So
he officially
Yeah,
signed
he
it.
officially signed with WWE.
So he's for sure back.
So we got Braun
we got
back.
Braun back.
We
too.
got Eric back. Matt Hardy's a free agent, kind of.
He's teasing
sort
it
of.
on
Like,
Twitter too, which is weird.
the broken Matt Hardy gonna be involved? I like the idea that,
They brought him back.
like my brother
brother
said, we have a chance to see what Bray wanted.
He's just they're giving us his vision, and I'm excited.
Think about how
Yeah.
lucky we are as fans. Like when tragedy strikes, it strikes, and it's horrible, right? And just imagine though, if the next storyline on TV after Eddie Guerrero passed is like this is something that he cooked up. This was his vision, and we got a chance to see it.
And
even
Ray
though
got
he
to win the
passed.
title. Number one.
It's like we don't always get that chance to know what was going to be next, and so I am excited.
Yeah, because I mean, Uncle
For
Howdy.
that.
I mean, Bo Dallas was a part of all of this. He knows exactly where the plan was go. So he's just letting it play out, and Triple H is letting him do it. And I think it is going to be the Wyatt 6. And I'm going to guess the 6 right now. I don't think Braun Strowman's going to be in it.
No.
And I don't think they're going to do Alexa Bliss. I don't think she's ready to come back yet. I think they're going to sub in Nikki Cross because she's been doing that weird stare thing. They didn't talk about it for a long time.
She has.
I'm going to
I
say
see
Nikki
Loomis
Cross.
too. Loomis.
Loomis was in mine. Yeah, it's going to be
Joe
I'm gonna say
Gacy.
Joe Gacy.
Gacy,
yep.
yeah, I heard
That's
about Joe
3
Gacy.
right there.
Joe
Eric
Gacy
Rowan
was
for
supposed to
sure.
join a long time ago too.
He's gonna join. I think that we'll get Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis. I think you'll still get Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan. And you'll have Uncle Howdy at 5, and then I don't know who the 6 would be, man. I mean, it could be Braun, could be Matt Hardy,
Baron Corbin.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding.
It could be Karrion Kross.
Baron Corbin.
If they
He's
want to
gonna
take
be the
Karrion
leader.
Kross away, maybe Cross goes away from the Final Testament and joins them. I don't know.
What about like one of the Coffee brothers?
That'd be kind of crazy.
Joe Coffey.
Yeah, I could.
Joe
That'd be kind of
Coffey.
crazy.
Yeah, I would like. Here's what I would like. Dijak.
Chad Gable in my book could be a good choice.
Chad Gable is there. That'd be
Hey,
Hey,
crazy.
Chad, because it explains why he's going crazy.
Hey, okay.
It explains
Hey,
the heel turn. People
That
are
would be-
thinking it. People are thinking it's all because of Zammy. It's like no.
There has been
Uncle
a lot of
Howdy.
heel turns recently,
Yeah.
though. Like, what if there was a bunch of heel turns that just kept happening, and that was
And that
why?
was the influence.
He's
just-
They're under a dark influence.
That would be awesome. No,
I like that. The more I think about it, the more I like it. Hey, how about
gonna-
this? What if they D12 this shit and it's not 6 people,
D12.
it's 3 with split personalities? So, like, because we had Bray Wyatt and The Fiend.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
perhaps we can have, so
Ben
and so.
Ballard and the Demon.
I would
I would
love
love-
that more than you know. If they like recruit the demon, oh my god,
Oh
that would
my-
be so cool.
Bro.
That'd be so awesome.
The Mad Dragon. Let's just get Ilya Dragunov
Dragunov, that'd be
and
crazy.
Finn
too.
Balor and
Leo
somebody
Rush.
else with a cool ass nickname. Honestly, I would love to see Leo Rush
Leo
back
Rush
in the
did
ring.
his new person.
Like, for us.
What does he call that again? The shit he's doing. Where he's like a demon. Finn
Yeah,
Balor, right? I don't
hold
know
on.
what they call him.
I forgot
Who?
what he called
Which
him.
one?
Black Soul, I think.
Leo Rush.
He's on the Indies doing it right now.
Oh, Leo Rush. Oh yeah, he changed his gimmick. He's doing like
It's
a,
like Black Soul or something.
he's
It is-
doing like
it's-
that Papa
yeah, the
Sango?
Papa Shango kind of
Shango,
thing.
yeah,
he's
Papa Shango
got like
gimmick.
blood dripping out of his mouth and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
He's
kind of
doing
cool.
like
I like it.
Yeah, he's doing like a voodoo gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. So-
Finally, again, he's one of those people where it's like, bro, we get it. You're a great wrestler. You need,
Figure out your
You
character.
do
Though.
you need
yeah.
a character.
Yeah,
Bingo.
and that's and not to go back to AEW, but that's my thing with them, bro. They don't have characters. They're
Yeah.
just people. We're wrestlers, but it's like, what's your character?
Right.
You know, like who are you as a wrestler?
Like as a character, Swerve is the only one that actually
Swerve is
has
pretty-
has a
they turned him
character.
face pretty quickly just because they wanted to put the title on him, though, and it's felt kind of forced.
And
Well,
also, they're trying to focus on the elite and Tony
He got
Khan.
his dread ripped out.
And that's fine. I don't like the Young Bucks, but I like that they have a character now. I like
Yeah.
that you can be heels. You're the bad EVPs. You're taking over the show. That's fine. That's cool. It just doesn't do it for me. And
Yeah.
they just don't move me, and they
No.
never have. So, look,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
it's fine. With the Young Bucks, like you said, they finally have a gimmick because everybody
It's
keeps
working.
I mean, it's working. They're
For them.
they're on TV and they don't have to be in the ring and wrestle.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
You know
And
why?
don't
It's
get me
because you
wrong,
have a character
They can
now.
wrestle.
Yeah,
They can wrestle really well, but
but we've
I
been
don't
knowing
know.
that. We've been
yeah,
knowing
it's
that.
just
You just
Exactly.
need a character. That's
Yeah, like
all you
Kenny,
need.
when Kenny Omega was on like the quest to get all the belts and stuff, and he had a character. I mean,
I
it
love
wasn't
that.
just
Yeah.
I'm Kenny Omega. He had a character, and that's what I tell people. Like that's why I don't like John Moxley. It doesn't do anything for me, man. Like I get it, you're a tough guy. Where's the depth to your
I
character?
don't, yeah, see, with John Moxley, for me personally, it's not, I don't like John Moxley because it's John Moxley. I like
Yeah.
him. It's because, like, oh, you're Dean Ambrose. I'm just
Yeah,
following your
you're
career.
just being Dean Ambrose.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's, yeah,
I
I'm a
get it.
beat. Yeah, that's all I'm
I get
doing.
that.
I'm
You
just
know.
like, where's the depth, man? Like, I understand that you're a tough guy. I understand you're from Cincinnati.
He
I
wears
understand
jeans.
that you wear jeans, you used to drink a lot, but like, where's your depth, bro? Like, there's nothing there for me. And that's like 80% of the roster. That's how I feel about
But
it.
maybe
So,
that was the allure. He's just an everyman. He
I
can
think-
be any man.
I
Yeah.
think Tony Khan is a great matchmaker. I think he can make incredible matches, but with a roster like that, it's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand booking. And when you think about all the great bookers in wrestling, who did Tony Khan have to learn from? Because I mean, Triple H sat behind Vince, right? Like Triple H learned from Vince McMahon. Dusty Rhodes, Paul Heyman. I mean, there's all these names that they learned from each other. Tony didn't learn from anybody. He was just on the internet in the chat rooms.
Yeah,
Just
he
like,
he had Kenny
fantasy
Omega.
booker.
He had Cody Rhodes helping him. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and
but,
Cody
but-
learned from his dad.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then and also
But then Cody's
he
gotta
learned
go.
from WWE as well.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
big
and then Cody goes, and it's like you can see it now. You can
Yeah.
totally tell that he does not know what he's doing when it comes to booking.
Yeah.
And
He
the
can make
crazy part,
matches all
he has Malenko, he has Jerry Lynn, he has
Yeah,
well,
But
But
he
he's not
doesn't.
using
He's not using them.
that's the problem. He won't use him. He's got too much weird ego now, where he's like, no, I can do it myself. And you got Danielson too. Danielson can book a show. CM Punk when he was doing Collision, I mean, CM Punk was booking it. It was fine.
Right.
But
Yeah.
now it's just he's got too much pride. man.
I think that's the issue with Tony Khan is that he's doing too much fantasy
Yeah.
booking.
That's all he is. He's a
That's-
fantasy.
Look,
Yeah.
bro, you remember Taboo Tuesday, Cyber
Right.
Sunday, like
Yeah.
those two events from WWE.
Right.
I believe it was Cyber Sunday in particular, where it was like legitimately like the match is chosen, quote unquote, on the spot. Like the stipulation is voted on.
Yeah, it's fun.
AEW, they might as well do that. Like, but do it as a shoot. Like
No, but if you're not going to
let
tell stories
the
and you're just going to
fans
do that yourself,
just
yeah, get some fan
let 'em vote.
interaction.
you want more people to watch your show? Okay,
Like,
here's
wow.
a Kenny Omega versus Hangman versus Swerve inside of a steel cage for the AEW championship. Or do you want to see Sky Blue versus Willow?
I mean, that's how
versus
random it
Mercedes?
is, though.
And it's like vote for it and then put that on. If you
Yeah.
want to cater to the niche like internet rumors like
Which you
CM
do.
Punk was saying, then cater to the masses at
Yeah.
least and make it beneficial for yourself.
Yeah, for real. I
And
mean,
then
if
they
you're
do
gonna
that
be
thing-
random-
they do the thing where they have a new partnership with a new company. Let's put this wrestler that nobody's heard about.
Yeah,
There's some
exactly.
wrestlers in Japan I've never heard about. I watch New Japan and all that. I watch a lot of the old stuff, like what's his name? Who ran Noah? Misawa and Kobashi.
I thought it was the Great Moolah. I was
the
way
Muda,
off.
the Great
That's what I
Muda.
could think of.
Like, but some wrestlers they brought in, like I have no idea who they are. Like they
Right.
could have
Yeah.
been like in some indie promotion in Japan I never heard
and
about.
there's no
and they'll bring 'em in.
explanation.
No, like
Yeah.
why are they why are they coming from Japan today? Just to show
and
up,
that-
you know?
That's
That's
it.
like when O'Shea Jackson
Yeah.
Jr.
Yeah,
was,
when he said
when he
that-
made the point
Yeah.
that there's like no presentation ahead of time. You're
Yeah.
expecting these people
He
to
was right.
know who this talent is, and you think they're gonna get over based on their work internationally when we don't get to see their work internationally. But everybody who had a problem with that just boiled it down to, oh, I guess you can't use Google. Too lazy to do a search. And you know how many times I've seen, oh, it's amazing. There was no video package, but WWE fans still cheered for this guy.
They're just so petty, bro.
It's
They're
like,
so petty.
shut
Right.
up, man. Dude,
There's-
take the logic
yeah.
point, not the fact. Like, don't just boil it down to the one thing you can argue with in that point. That's what bothered me.
And it's like what he
I'm
said
like,
was
he
right.
had.
I
valid
miss the days where it's like even with WWE when they first when they first announced that Rey Mysterio was coming to WWE 20 years ago,
Yeah.
they show video package.
Yeah. They
Rey
hyped him up.
Rey Mysterio is coming to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Here's clips of his matches.
That's who he is. Yeah.
This is who he is. It gave us time to build it up to get to
100%.
know or do research on this person.
100%.
I shouldn't, like you said, I hate when people say that too, where it's like, oh, you can't Google him to search
Why
who he
should
is.
I? Why should
Why
I have
should
to?
I? Why?
Yeah.
If he's just a big deal, then I should have heard about this guy.
Your job
months
is
before.
to present him as
Yeah.
a big deal.
Exactly.
Your
Yeah.
job is to make me believe he's a big deal, not to tell me, hey, go look up this guy. He's a big deal. No, it's look at this guy we have. Look at the way we presented him. Look at
Right.
what he does in the ring. This dude's a big deal. But
If
you
he
don't
was
do
a
that.
big deal, I should have known about
I should know
him.
about him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
You
the
know?
guys who see
Right.
him out, right? I watch Lucha Libre and stuff, and I
Yeah.
didn't even know like I only knew like 2 of the guys out of like 5 they brought in for that like weird like invasion storyline. I knew about
Yeah.
Mystico, I knew about Volador, but I didn't know the other guy. What's his name? With it said with a D. Some
I
other
couldn't
guy,
even tell you.
Couldn't
Dominius
tell
or
you.
something. I was like, I didn't know who that was. I watched CMLL
I'm a
and
triple A
AAA.
guy. Yeah, I'm a triple A guy, or was.
Yeah.
But
Didn't this have Alberto Del Rio in there?
Yeah, Nick
Yeah.
Neville just won the Mega
That's
Championship.
weird,
too.
bro. What a weird matchup that was.
Yeah.
It was a
Triple
great
A
match. It was a great
Was it
match.
really?
Triple
It
A
was a
likes
great match.
people. Triple
might
A
have to
likes
watch
like
it.
bringing like the U.S. guys into as
'Cause look,
champions.
Yeah, especially the
Nemeth or-
WWE guys.
Dolph Ziggler's my guy, so
Yeah.
I'll follow him wherever he goes. He's one of
Big-
my most
big
underrated
fan.
wrestlers of all time. I think he didn't get the respect he
Bro,
deserves.
if you could find one person that sells an RKO as good as Dolph Ziggler,
Sells
I'll
in
give you
general, bro.
$100.
Ziggler's one of the best sellers in history.
And
I mean,
that,
he'll
you know,
sell.
and that was the one thing Dolph Ziggler it was missing in WWE was having his own WrestleMania moment.
True.
Oh, big facts,
True,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's the one thing. And the guys that he should have faced at WrestleMania, he should have had a one-on-one match with Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
Oh my god, that would have
he
fit.
should have
Bro.
had a one-on-one with
Anybody.
Randy Orton.
And
Seth
his story
freaking
with
Rollins.
his story with
Yeah.
the Miz was great too, man.
Oh,
I mean,
The
he-
Miz,
That would've
what
been
was
great.
it? 2016.
Yeah, the I
Was,
quit.
Now-
was that
Or
not
career-
Backlash?
Backlash.
Didn't that
It was
It's
at
either or
Backlash.
Pay-
Backlash was the first time they faced each other, and then
That
No
was when
Mercy.
Maurice like sprayed him, right?
Yeah, that's when Maurice came back, I believe, and then No Mercy
she straight up
was
sprayed
title
him.
versus career match,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my favorite one.
and that
But,
should have been the main event for No Mercy,
yeah.
or
Oh,
at
agreed,
least
yeah.
should have took place at WrestleMania. That was the
Agreed,
only
man.
thing Dolph Ziggler was missing is having his WrestleMania moment.
totally agree.
Which is why I don't believe that he's gone.
he'll probably come back.
I think that Dolph Ziggler still has enough in the tank for one final
I think he can
moment.
bring him back.
And
I'd like
I
to
would,
see him
I
bring
would-
back Cardona too.
You know, they say
Well, there-
never say never.
Yeah, like, the only way you'll like not come back is if you write a book and like talk smack about the company. That's probably the only time. That's the
Oh,
only
well,
time you probably
now,
won't
though?
yell back.
Yeah, you will
I don't know,
come back.
CM
All
Punk's
you
back.
doing is extending your time to come back.
CM
think they
Punk
just-
is back, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost seems like there's no barrier.
there's no
at this
barrier. If
point.
you let CM Punk come back after everything he said about that
Yeah.
company, there's no
Yeah.
limits.
They
You
even
can
went to
come-
court.
Yes,
Bro,
They
Yeah.
sued each other and everything.
Yeah.
like if it's right for business.
If it makes
Then
money,
you
Triple
get-
H is gonna do it. Nick Khan will do it.
The only one, Ronda Drowsey,
Yeah,
she makes me snooze,
I
if you
hated Ronda
will.
Rousey. I never
Like,
liked her.
That was handed
But every opportunity in the world.
the
bro.
first ever
They-
women's main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I forgot. Sometimes I forget about
She didn't
that.
deserve
because
that.
it wasn't memorable.
Yeah,
Because
and then
she's not
and to
good.
be honest, it only happened because of her.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. It wasn't because of Becky. It wasn't because it was literally just because we have this major star in Ronda Rousey. We're gonna
Yeah.
present her as such, and it's like
Yeah.
you have the audacity to go out and be like, "Well, it was this, it was that. This place sucked," and I was like, "Bro, like, do you have any idea like how many women should have deserved that opportunity and you didn't get it?
Like how
They didn't
many,
get
yeah,
it. Like,
how
that's
many
stupid.
women around the globe are
Yeah.
training right now to be in the position that you were
That's-
handed?
yeah,
because of what you
exactly.
did?
You
Against
guys, you guys have a lot of energy, and we like that.
Oh yeah, we bring the energy for sure.
No, that's fine.
Sometimes it's in the wrong spot, you know.
Whoa.
It
No,
goes,
it's-
it goes.
We talk too much.
Yeah.
No,
I don't shut-
that's fine. It gives me and Ever a break.
Yeah, yeah, for real, for real. We don't want to
Yeah.
come on here and just not say anything. I mean, we're here to
Yeah.
talk wrestling.
So,
Ever.
all right. Well, appreciate you guys. That was
Yes,
Bad
sir.
Wrestling. Go check them out on TikTok and
Appreciate you.
Spotify. Are you guys on
Yep.
YouTube?
Sir,
We're not on YouTube yet. We
Alright.
will be branching out there eventually.
eventually we
We're-
will be.
We're on a little bit of a hiatus with the show just because of work and
We live
family
70
and
miles
stuff.
We
away.
we
It's southern.
we've been
Oh,
there,
trust
man.
me. I'm
We've
like
been
getting
there.
a house right now. I'm doing physical
Nice.
therapy. I might switch jobs, so I'm like in the
Oh, I
same
get it,
boat,
bro.
man.
Busy life.
Yeah, that was Bad Wrestling. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
You guys have a bad day.
All right, well, that was Bad Wrestling. Ever, those guys had a lot of energy. I love their energy.
Yeah. Also,
you could
They're
tell.
awesome.
You could tell they're brothers.
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
Ever. Wrap up. Not wrap up. Ever, I miss having you on the show
I
because
know.
because when I end the show without you, it's like, damn, Ever's not here to take it home.
I know, right?
So Ever, take it home.
All right. Well, thank you again to Bad Wrestling. This will be it for this episode. I'm Ever, and this is Ian.
And we are out.
Bye, guys.
Doo doo doo.